Okay guys, this is the donor kit here. I bought this off of Craigslist for 75 bucks. It is a 12 and 13 inch mounted tom, 16 inch floor tom, 22 inch kick drum, and a 14 inch snare. Now we could, for ease, just simply make the sensors and drop it directly into this shell set. I'm actually going to change the depth of the shells just simply because I want to show you how to do that. Also, I just think the electronic kit, there's no reason to have the shells be that deep. I just think you have a lot more flexibility with the thinner shells as far as how you want to place them. Also, it's less to lug around. You can actually pack in a 12-inch case. You can actually pack 2 toms. In a 13-inch case, 2 toms. 16-inch, same way. So, again, I'm going to do, if you cut them in half, which is what I did on the last kit. I actually cut the shells directly in half and made 2 12s, 2 13s, and then I used the kick. I did not use the 16. I think this time we're going to actually just shorten the shells a little bit, give it kind of a custom look, and I'll probably use the 16 and may use the kick again, just shorten it up some like I did the last one. I like the look of a full-size kick. And you can get the head, the mesh head, in a 22-inch. It's not cheap, but you can get it. So anyway, that's our donor kit. If you guys get a chance, go pick yourselves up one on Craigslist. Again, it doesn't matter the brand. What we're looking for is the hardware. I want the tom lugs to be in decent shape. Your mounting hardware, even though I'm going to change this, I'm actually going to change the mounting hardware to a different style mount, to an L bracket mount instead of a pearl style mount that goes into the shell. So I'm actually going to fill that hole. And then, again, I think this is a Royce, which again, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it is a Royce. So again, it doesn't really matter the brand. If you want to make 4 mounted toms, just cut your shells in half. Make sure you get real deep shells. The deeper the shell, the better if you're going to cut it in half. They'll end up being about 5 inches deep top to bottom. Typically with that, you may not be able to put the bottom head on. You may have to leave it open head like I did the other kit. So anyway, we'll start disassembly and show you how we're going to turn this into an electronic kit like you saw before.
This is the finished product. This is the donor kit that I just showed you, finished with a satin flame orange finish with a full sensor set, just like we are going to build. So this is kind of a before and an after picture, so you can see what the kit looked like before and what the kit looks like now, set up with the configuration that I set up, which is 1 to my left, 1 straight ahead, 2 floor toms, and a snare and a kick. Now I added a floor tom. I had a 14-inch floor tom that I wasn't using, a shell, so I went ahead and got the hardware for that 14-inch floor tom so that I would have basically 2 up and 2 down set up. But you can add to it as you want to. If you buy extra wrap, you can always build more drums. You're limited only by how much space you've got. So again, this is the finished setup, the finished kit. That's the shell cut down, which I'll go through as well. I cut the height of that shell, and I cut the height of the 13-inch shell, just to give them a little bit more of a modern look to them, instead of the old deep toms, what we call power toms, I guess, from the days gone by. So anyway, this is what you're going to build, and this is what it will look like.